We didn't catch any fish today, but I got some from last catch, and I'm gonna make her cook it.
No catch and cook today, babe. We didn't catch any fish.
Babe, cook those fish on the counter.
What fish in the counter? What? Where did this come from?
That was our last catch.
Ha! So we do have a previous catch and cook for you guys tonight. Ha! Gotcha.
Hey guys, welcome back. So We Love Saltwater crew out here on a beautiful Sunday again. We're out here catching some bait, some pinfish over by the bridge out in Key Biscayne. And then we're gonna head out and see if we can we're gonna try to catch some kingfish. Got a few baits in there. But we'll catch up with you guys in a little bit.
All right. So as we always say, summertime Florida, the weather is not very predictable. According to the forecast, we're supposed to have 9 to 12 mile an hour wind, 1 foot wave every 4 to 5 seconds, and it's not the case today. We try to go way out there with the big boys, and we're gonna stay in the bay with the little boys.
Yeah, there's not many people out there.
No, there's not. Only the big ones. So yeah, fishing optional today. We're gonna try another little spot that we have in the bay. See if we catch something, and if nothing happens, then sandbar time. So that's what we have today.
It's a beautiful day, just a little too windy.
Yeah, a little too rough for
A little too windy for
our skiff.
for our extra large craft.
But hey, we're out here. We're having a great time. So that's what it's about. We're out of the house and enjoying the outdoors. Nice. Oh, what a pretty one. Let's see if I can get him. Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, nice grouper.
He's nice. Wow. We should get him measured up. Actually, there might be some groupers down there. I thought I saw them. There's rocks down there. All right, let's get him measured up.
All right.
I don't think he's gonna make 20, but if he does, guess what? He's going home. If not, then we'll let him go. He is 17 and a half. He needs to go back home. Give him a chance to get bigger and we'll catch him next time. Yeah?
Oh, nice.
First fish of the day. Go home, baby. There he goes. Woo, he went fast. If you had to guess, what do you think it is?
Feels like a grouper under a rock.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes.
Either that or this fish has very strong fins and he's holding on to the rock like this.
I'm just picturing what you said earlier. A very strong fish hanging onto the rock with a fin. I see it. Oh no! It was under a rock for sure. Broke you off.
It was on a rock.
Oh my goodness! That was probably a good one too. Well, try it again. That was nice.
Bro, I almost brought the rock with me. Got another grouper?
Yep, I thought it was a grunt, but it was fighting different. So, another little baby grouper.
Nice.
Yep, beautiful. So, go back home, get bigger. See you next time. Oh, he was ready to go. Flash fish.
Yo, babe, the spot was nice for your sport fishing, your grunts, and your little tiny groupers, but I think we're relocating.
Yeah, it was fun with the little groupers, but
Let's see if I can find another hole somewhere.
let's see what else is out there. I want to catch something that we could take home and cook.
If not, we'll just do some more sport fishing.
Sport fishing. Grunt. Thank you.
Ah, the fresh air of the ocean. Feels so good on my skin.
It was spray from the wave. So we are in Stillsville. We just wanted to show you guys a couple of the houses. Unfortunately, one of them burnt down, which is that one right there. And that's a real shame because there's not that many of them left. And we got this other one right there. This is such a nice place we have here. And as you can see, it's almost low tide. Look at the difference in color. This is a beautiful place we have down here. We just love it. And we just thought we gave you guys a quick look at it. It's super nice. A lot of people come here to sightsee. Not a great day of fishing, but it's always a good day out on the water, especially with places like these. We really enjoy them. Pretty grassy bottom. We came here one time and we snorkeled and it was really nice. There's tons of fish down there. Starfish, all kinds of cute stuff. Super strong current though. So
I think the one that was snorkeled is that one.
yeah, the one down there. But yeah, guys, this is one of the houses in Stillsville. Unfortunately, you cannot get on them. You see the sign right up there. There's no trespassing. For obvious reasons, it's falling apart. It's really old, but it's a nice place to come and visit. Just take a look at it. So we wanted to show you guys, maybe snorkel a little bit, but as you can see, the water's a little murky, so we're not going to be able to show you much. But at least you got to see one of the houses. There's another one right down there. There's a couple more. Let me see, there's one there, another one right there, another one there. The one behind that one, that's whatever's left over of one that burned down too, right?
That was taken up by a hurricane.
Oh, that was a hurricane that got it. Yeah. Look at how low the tide is. Look at all that stuff right there. Wow. Some people fishing right next to that one house. So we made it to the sandbar. Look at how beautiful and look at how shallow. So that was basically our day. So let's go through the chase and show you the recipe. Okay, so as you saw earlier in the video, we tried to go out fishing. It was super rough out there, so unfortunately we had to stay in the bay and we were not successful at catching fish. But luckily, this is what we love, freezing our fish, vacuum seal. We're gonna make something that we call fish, and we're gonna add a little bit of shrimp enchilado, which is basically fish and shrimp in a tomato-based sauce. So we didn't catch anything, but we're still gonna have a recipe which is delicious for you guys to, if you like it enough, go ahead and make it too. We love it. We make it all the time, not only with shrimp, fish, lobster, any kind of seafood you could throw in that sauce, and it tastes amazing. So I'm gonna show you the recipe. We're gonna show you the final result, and we'll see. See you in a little bit. Let me prep everything. Okay, so I got all of my ingredients prepped. If you could get a little closer so they can see. What I did with the fish is just I coated it with some flour, just all-purpose flour, and I added a little bit of salt and pepper because I'm gonna pre-cook it, not all the way through because it's gonna get finished in the sauce. So that's the fish. I got my shrimp ready, and then I have green and red bell peppers, onions, minced garlic. I got some fresh tomatoes. I got some green onions, a little bit of parsley. I have some oregano, cumin, salt, of course some pepper, and some bay leaves. That adds a lot of flavor to it. Also, we're gonna add some cooking wine and some tomato sauce. So, and a little bit of olive oil to saute these ingredients first. So we're gonna get to cooking the fish first to then put it in the sauce. So let's go ahead and do that. I already had the oil warming up. It should be ready. If you guys see my previous videos, that's how I test to see if it's ready, and that's perfect.
No thermometer?
No, not with me. And remember, you don't want to cook the fish all the way through because it's going to finish in the sauce. You're just going to cook it about halfway, which is going to be, I'd say, no more than 2-3 minutes on each side. There we go. You have space for one more. Let's see. Right there. That's good. So we're going to let that cook for a couple of minutes. Then we're going to flip it, cook it another couple of minutes, and then pull them out and start with this. Alright, so we're ready to start making the sauce. As you can see, the fish is already pre-cooked, just not all the way through. For the sauce, I'm going to use some olive oil. And I made sure that I had a big pan or pot. Because we need a lot of space. It's a lot of fish, and we're adding also shrimp to it. Okay, so I'm just going to heat that up a little bit. Alright. And once it heats up, then we'll go ahead and put the peppers and the onions first. Let that cook a little bit through until the onions are kind of translucent, clear, and then we add everything else. So the peppers are going to go in first. You could throw in the onions too. I'm really going to finish cooking in the sauce anyways. And that's about half a red bell pepper and half a green bell pepper. And as far as onions, I got half of a big yellow onion. And that's what I got going on right there. So we'll let that cook through a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to that. Not too much salt at the beginning because the cooking wine that I'm going to add to it and the tomato sauce all have salt. So you want to go easy on the salt at the beginning.
Yeah, what kind of pepper is that?
This is like a mixed peppercorns. I love it. One of my favorites. Let's go ahead and start getting rid of this. Just let it cook for about maybe another minute before I start adding everything else. Okay, so it looks like it's starting to be ready for the rest of the ingredients. See the onions, they're almost clear. That's what we want. So let me go ahead and add the garlic. So some minced garlic. Mix it up. Let it cook a little bit, not too long because garlic cooks really fast and you don't want it burnt. It's starting to smell great. And we love using cooking wine in Goya because we love this brand, but you can use any cooking wine. And there's different types, but we like this one. And I have about 2 cups of it. I know I'm not big on measurements, but just for this video purposes and you guys to have an idea of how much I put, I'm starting with 2 cups. I might add more later on depending on how the sauce is coming along. So now I'm gonna increase the heat a little bit, just to reduce that cooking wine a little bit so that it evaporates kind of before I put the rest of the ingredients and the tomato sauce. So we're just gonna let that cook a little bit, higher heat, and we'll come back in a minute. Okay, so the cooking wine already evaporated a little bit. I'm ready to put in my tomatoes, my fresh tomatoes. Mix them in there, and the rest of the seasonings. So we have some green onions that are going in there. We also have our oregano. These out. We also put in some cumin. Love cumin. That's about half a teaspoon of each, oregano and cumin. And these are bay leaves. You might know them, you might not, but they add a lot of flavor. So I'm putting 2 small ones. You could put a big one. Okay. Mix it up. It's already starting to smell great. Tomatoes cook a little bit. And now we're going with our tomato sauce. This is 1 small can of tomato sauce. We might need to put more. I'm gonna mix it up now, and I'll be able to tell if we need more or not. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna need the other can because it's a lot of stuff. More tomato. So we do need more tomato sauce. I'm adding another small can, and now it's looking like it's good. That's what we want. All right. Now we're gonna let all the seasonings and all the ingredients cook through. I'm gonna leave it like about 5 minutes, medium heat. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our shrimp and our fish, and we'll be ready. All right, let's see how this is going. I'm not sure about everybody else that cooks, but when I cook, I like to taste what I'm cooking as I go. Like I mentioned before, I don't put a whole lot of salt until I put the tomato paste and everything else. So we're gonna taste for salt. And it's delicious, but it does need a little bit more salt. So it's gonna look like a lot, but this is kosher salt. It's not as salty as your fine salt. So I'm gonna put a little bit more salt. And it also needs a little bit of pepper. Now, typically this is something that you make a little spicy. But we have family members that cannot eat spicy food, so we left that out. But when you're putting your green peppers and all the peppers and all the other ingredients, onions, you could put whatever hot peppers you like, jalapenos, or any kind of peppers that you like. Or you could put a liquid like a Tabasco, any other hot sauce that you like, or anything like a cayenne pepper powder. So to your taste. But in this case, we're not using any heat. But it goes really good with this recipe to put a little bit of heat to it.
It looks pretty hot to me.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. Now we're gonna lower the heat a little bit because now we're gonna add.
You said you weren't using heat. Just kidding.
That's perfect. That's what we want. Okay. So we're gonna put the fish first because it needs to cook all the way through, and the shrimp cook pretty fast. So the shrimp is the last ingredient that we're gonna put in. So for now, we're gonna put the fish first. I wanna use my hands because if I try to use those, it's gonna break apart. So we're just gonna place our fish in the sauce. Just like that. Like that one. this last little piece right there. We don't want to move it around too much because we don't want it to break apart. So they're just gonna sit there and finish cooking in the sauce. Cover it up a little bit. This is gonna come out so good.
That looks yummy already. Oh, wow.
So we're gonna cook it like that without moving it around too much for I'd say another maybe five minutes on each side. We're gonna flip it. And then at the end, we'll just add the shrimp, another 5 minutes tops, because the sauce is really hot. And that should be more than enough so the shrimp don't get gummy. If you overcook shrimp, you destroy them. So we're going to let those sit there for a little bit. We're going to flip them in between. And then I'm going to show you when I add the shrimp. And then after that, the final result. But that's what's going on so far. Okay, so we're ready to go ahead and add the shrimp. And we're just going to put them here, wherever they fit. And they cook in no time. Don't want to overcook your shrimp. One more. Let's just wait a few minutes, and then we're going to show you a nice plate with white rice, our fish, shrimp in tomato sauce, and some maduros. This is something that we love. The ripe plantains. We usually make it from actual ripe plantains, but I couldn't find any good ones at the store. So next best option, these Chiquita ones are delicious, just like when you make them from scratch, like from a real fresh plantains. So we're gonna show you later on. All you do is fry them for a couple of minutes, and you use them as a side dish, and they're delicious. All right, so it's been about 8 minutes. The shrimp are ready, and we know because we tasted one and they're perfect. So while we get the plate ready, we get the maduros ready, I'm just gonna turn off the heat and cover it up so it'll stay nice and warm. But it's looking amazing and it's tasting great because I just tasted it. So we'll see you when we plate it. I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up real good. Thank you, cameraman, for the help. Being careful not to burn ourselves. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just so that it won't get cold. So we're good to go. We're gonna make our maduros now, and then we'll show you that beautiful, delicious plate. Hopefully you guys like it. Okay, so this is the final product. We have our piece of fish right here in the middle with some shrimp in our sauce on a bed of white rice and our maduros. And just as a finishing touch, not only for color but flavor, I like to put a little bit, just a little bit of parsley. And there you guys have it.
Yum.
Fish and shrimp in a tomato-based sauce. Kind of Cuban style. We got our Cuban background with maduros. Can't go wrong with it. If you guys like this recipe, don't forget to give us those thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you guys see when we post our next video. And definitely, if you like our channel, share it with your families, with your friends. We're trying to grow our channel, so we're trying to get more subscribers. So definitely, if you liked it, if you would do this in any other different way, you always have the comment section. Go ahead and comment, or if you like it, then let us know as well. So that's all for now. We'll see you on the next one.